What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right. So, independent presidential candidate Dr. Cornell West has tapped Black Lives Matter activist Melina Abdullah to be his running mate on his long shot presidential bid. And I've actually lost track of Dr. Cornell West's campaign status, party status, because last I checked, he had left the People's Party to become the nominee of the Green Party. But now I see that he left the Green Party, for whatever reasons, I haven't looked into it, to become an independent candidate. He's totally independent. So Jill Stein might end up being, and I looked at the delegate count, Jill Stein, like she's on her way to becoming the nominee once again for the Green Party for president. So at the end of the day, the Green Party ticket may be one that some people may be interested in voting for. Who knows? This marks the first time in history that there's been an all-black presidential ticket running for office, for the presidency and the vice presidency. There've always been, not always been, but lately there may have been a black vice presidential candidate on the minor party ticket. There's never been yet up until Kamala Harris. Well, she's not black. I don't care what anyone says. She's not black. Okay, people like to call her black. She's Indian American or Asian American. That's what she was always identified as until she ran with Joe Biden. Now all of a sudden she want to be black. But in my opinion, there's still never been a black vice presidential major party nominee. Only one black presidential nominee. That's Barack Obama. So I don't count Kamala Harris. People like to call her black. She's not. She only identifies as being black when they need to pander for votes. Initially I supported Black Lives Matter, maybe about 2014, 2015, but that whole movement became co-opted by other entities and became something else. You know what I'm saying? It totally became something else. Even though the enemies of Black Lives Matter like to make it to be something about what it originally was, maybe, but it ultimately became about something else. So, as a consequence of that, she's a pretty woman. And I know part of the reason why he picked her is because he says something about, I wanted to pick a running mate that would make Fannie Lou Hamer and Dr. King smile from the grave and all that. And look, you picked her because she's not exactly hard on the eye and she passes the paper bag test. I'm not going to go into detail about what the paper bag test is, but I'm still not voting for him. I consider him what people like to say, controlled opposition. He pretends to be against the mainstream. He pretends to be against the status quo, but he really is part of the status quo, pretending to be something that he's not. So I'm not going to vote for him. I don't know who I'm going to vote for this year. I know it's not going to be Joe Biden. I'm going to vote this year. But I'm not going to vote for Joe Biden. I'm not going to vote for Dr. Cornell West. I have to wait and see. But anyway, just wanted to do a video talking about this development. It is the first presidential ticket with two black people running. So that's something. Anyway, tell me what you guys think.